5 straight in the win column for the Rockets as we welcome you to the postgame show presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Good night tonight for the Rockets. Led this game by as many as 22. Saw that 22-point lead cut to 1 in the second half. But the Rockets down the stretch, they go to work and they win it 114-104, a 10-point win tonight. The Rockets. Fun can't lose is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. And I'm not sure that the Rockets win this game tonight without the fourth quarter of Aaron Holiday. Murph, if I told you that it'd go 4 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, and 3 for 3 from the free throw line, you'd say that was a good game. That was his fourth quarter and a huge part of the Rockets' victory tonight.
I'm not surprised. First of all, we talk so much about his professionalism. As Alfie said, made a very good point. He doesn't play for 10 games, means nothing. When he does get a chance to play, he brings his A game every time. Tonight, fourth quarter was amazing. But I'm not surprised whatsoever. What they did, they for some reason, they let him drift on the weak side, wide open. The ball swung to to him. So what does he do? Just completes the play.
Yep. Well, they say when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? And he's ready. Seems like every time his number is called.
Yeah, but so often I've been asked about how do you get yourself ready to play games when you're playing spot minutes. Mm-hmm. It's all about mentally being ready, believing in yourself, not being afraid to be the hero or the zero when you get in the game, just doing what you do best, and if the coach gives you the respect of putting you out there in those important minutes, what else is there to do but to do what you do?
Yeah, Rockets fourth quarter, whether it was Aaron Holiday or whether it was Alperen Sengun, down the stretch, they just took over the game. Alperen Sengun and Holiday combined for 26 of the Rockets' 40 fourth quarter points as they win it by double digits tonight. A 10-point win in Cleveland. They pick up their 10th victory of the season. Let's hear from head coach Ime Udoka.
Yeah, had another big night. And sometimes we needed timely baskets and stops. He stepped up, but I think the last 3-4 games, since we had some injuries, he's done that. Like I said, he's done it the 3 years I've been here, and luxury to have a guy that always stays ready, very professional about his work, and you see that on the court.
Felt like Reed had some high IQ plays tonight. Just what did you like about seeing that growth?
Yeah, it was like I said, him and Aaron. I think the spark off the bench, it was needed at a point. We got a little sluggish. Made some good plays on both ends, obviously shooting the ball really well and being aggressive. And so continues to grow game by game. And, we didn't play all the time last year, and so you're seeing them take that second-year step.
Do you already feel like it's even as well as you guys did last year, now with Kevin getting settled and Sengun, that you guys have eclipsed the talent and the play that you had a season ago?
I mean, it's a different way. I think experience, IQ, and some, obviously some, like I said, consistent scoring, high-level scoring from Kevin and growth from the young guys that you've taken the step, that have taken the step overall. We're doing it a different way, more offensively than defensively at times, and we want to continue to, maintain that edge that brought us success on the defensive end, and I think we did that other than the third quarter tonight, 40 points in the first half and 104 overall. So when we have nights like that defensively and the growth offensively, you get these solid wins other than the third quarter. So doing it a different way, but, figure it out, take it, and get back to guarding the way possible, and we'll be in good shape.
Do you like how you're filling in for Fred?
How we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're asking Reed and Amen to do a lot as far as that and do some different things than they have. They played a lot more off ball last year, and 2 years Amen's been here. And then we know we can have a luxury with Alperen and Kevin at times to, relieve pressure and get us into sets and draw that attention. And so we're doing it a little bit differently. Like I keep saying, unconventional how we're going about it by committee. But, I think they're growing game by game as well.
How much of your offense that you had to rip up and redo?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to come into the season allowing Ime and Alperen and other guys to, rely on them a lot more regardless, and that obviously got expedited a little bit. Fred was somewhat of a safety net with, especially with an area that we struggled before he got here was turnovers. He was one of the best assist-to-turnover ratio guys and, ran a lot of our stuff, got us into a lot, but we'll go about it differently now. Like I said, we wanted to see our young guys take that growth and not have to rely on him as much anyway. So a little bit different still with him out, but we can attack other ways with Kevin and some new guys that we got.
You think you'll have to continue to ask more of others, like almost like a fill in for Fred by committee type thing that you are doing now? Or do you see a scenario where that changes?
No, I mean, we're doing it game by game with those guys. I think we're kind of getting used to how we're going about it, and took some, hits early in the season, especially in the turnover areas. But I think guys are kind of finding their spots. We're understanding how to use them, and they're getting used to each other. And so we'll go about it that way. And offense is not necessarily struggling, so we're good there. And defensively we're a lot bigger, and so figuring it out and. On a little streak right now, but there are still things to clean up. And as you saw with that lull in the third quarter today.
How do you just describe how Donovan plays, how explosive he could be?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best scorers in the league, obviously, and the reason we went after him like we did tonight was to kind of make other guys prove it, and he did a really good job in the first half, 1 for 7, 2 points. He's going to be more aggressive coming out, and he did that in the third quarter, and then we kind of got him back under wraps in the fourth, going after him, but a lot of times we're putting 2 on the ball, going after him, blitzing him, and our guys did a pretty good job rotating. He split a few and got loose in the third on some one-on-ones, but, much lesser night than he's had, 21. He's, averaging 30 and had some really big games. And so I think the first half was what we wanted, and we got it back under wraps in the fourth.
How good does a player have to be for them to merit that type of defense?
Yeah, I mean, I've coached against him a ton, coached him with USA and anybody that I've coached or seen and respect that to that level, whether it's Kevin or whoever I've faced, you can tell by the defense. And same thing with Kevin now and Alperen and all the doubles you send. I mean, they're walking mismatches and seeing it all and seeing every type of defender. And so it merits that at times. And it's a gamble to, make other guys prove it. But when you can hold him to 21 on a season where he's averaging 30 and had big games, we're in good shape there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Nuggets, Suns, and Warriors, the next 3, but still plenty to talk about in this one tonight. The Rockets knock off the Cleveland Cavaliers, stops their winning streak at 2. 114-104, the final. Still plenty more to talk about. The other big piece in that fourth quarter, Alperen Sengun, that's next. Rockets with the win tonight, 114-104. Rockets pick up win number 10 on the season. They go to 10-3 with the victory tonight. Another road win as well. They've been good away from Toyota Center as well as at Toyota Center. I guess that's what happens when you're 10-3. There's your final score tonight's postgame. It's presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Bench certainly did their part in this one tonight. They outscored Cleveland's bench tonight by 12 points. Reed Sheppard, Clint Capella, Aaron Holiday. While Holiday did most of the damage, it was Holiday late, Murph, and then it was Reed Sheppard early in this game.
Yeah, well, Reed was the one that started the bench rolling, coming out, hitting a couple of big threes early. And he did a nice job defensively also while he was out there on the floor.
Did such a good job. We're going to talk about it on Calvin's Court, presented by Memorial Hermann Rockets Orthopedics. Murph, and what you saw from Reed Sheppard tonight.
Well, like I said, people think I'm his agent. But right from the very beginning, I told you the kind of shooter he was going to be. Now he's starting to understand the pro game itself, and he's taking his offensive game to another level. Why? Because he's dissecting the defense. He's taking what the defense is giving him. When he gets the shot, he is no longer bypassing anything. He gets his legs underneath him. He has his confidence, and his team wants him to shoot the ball. He's shooting 65% from the floor, something ridiculous like that. Yep. Over the last 4 or 5 games.
Yes, it's really it's been a stretch. Right, you're looking at about a half dozen games in which he's been really good. There were times last year he just looked like the game was moving faster than he was used to seeing. This year, everything is slowed down for
people have no idea how different the NBA game is from college or high school. This is why I always say when they learn to play the NBA game, especially offensively, you have nobody in the pro game defensively can stop anybody one-on-one. The players are just too good. So that's why pro defense is all about team. So you've got to learn how to dissect the team's defense. That's how you learn to play professional basketball.
All right, let's talk about Kevin Durant. He's our key player profile. KD tonight finishes this one, another 20-point game. Wasn't the kind of offensive game that we're used to seeing from Kevin Durant, but certainly did things to help this team win games. Big three that he knocks down right here, but 6 of 18 shooting tonight. Was 7 of 8 from the free throw line and had 3 rebounds as well.
When you have a bad night, you still scores 20.
Exactly. Where do we sign up, right?
That type thing. But the thing that I like about Kevin's game is he gets his shots. His kind of shots. And he's another one that mixes his game up, takes his game to the middle distance as much as he possibly can.
Another thing, too, though, Murph, that no one will ever be able to quantify from a numbers standpoint is how many good looks other teammates get because defenses are having to pay so much attention to Kevin Durant.
Well, going back to my stint in the NBA, I used to talk to you about playing with Moses, how much attention he had to get. So I'd play on the same side of the floor with him, drop the ball in where they had to double team, and the ball would come back quickly. Same thing with Kevin. If the floor is spread and he has the ball in the middle of the floor, wherever the defensive help is coming from, that side is going to get the shot because he's looking to get the ball over there. Now, if you don't double team him, so take the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, the last play of regulation in the Orlando game. If you didn't have everybody chasing Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun, I'm not sure without those screens comes open underneath on that pin down.
And there's another thing too. When he has the ball, everybody's moving because they know as a teammate if he gets double teamed, if he gets trapped, he's looking to get the ball to whoever he knows seems going to the basket.
Big night tonight for Aaron Holiday. Big night tonight for Alperen Sengun, and a great win for your Houston Rockets. Led this game by as many as 22. Win it tonight by 10 after it got close in that second half. This is Postgame. It's presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.